We all come short of the glory of God. All of us. Ain't nobody perfect. None of us. So yeah, you messed up. Get up, dust yourself off, and get back in the race. And keep fighting. Yeah, man will hold stuff against us, but God won't. And as soon as we get over ourselves, I'm talking about myself too. As soon as we get over ourselves, we can do what God has commanded us to do, because somebody need to know what God has done, what God can do. Somebody need to know it. And if they don't know, and we got the answer, Jesus is the answer, and we got it, and we don't share it with nobody, that's on us. We the one gonna have the blood on our hands when we don't say, oh, look, let me tell you what God did for me. God brought me out of this. God brought me out of that. Some of you were victims of domestic violence, and you were ashamed to tell somebody, you know, what you were going through, because they were looking at everything looked so good on the outside, but that man or that woman was beating you upside your head, and you ain't want to tell nobody. But now that you out of it, they cussing you out, calling you all kinds of names and stuff. Now you out. Now stay out. Don't go back. Now God bless you to be able to do something over again. You better know that you know that you know that it's God, because it's the enemy's job, y'all. As I always say, it's his job to destroy us. He know his time is short. He know his time is short. That's why we see so much happening so quickly every day. Look like something going on all the time. You can't even turn your TV on and not see, you know, destruction, famine, abuse, neglect. Oh yes. And look, our elderly, just want you to know, I love the elderly folks, because see, y'all, we can learn something from them. We can learn from the elderly. All the elderly people ain't trying to live like they 25. You got some that's still helping people and trying to lead people in the way that they should go. So all our older people ain't trying to be young, and ain't nothing wrong with being vibrant and, you know, having that spunk. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about the elderly that's sharing the gospel, you know, and they teaching us and telling us what we need to do and how to do it, y'all. Some of the elderly folks, they could tell us some stuff, y'all, because they've been here for a while. They can help us in our marriages. They can help us in our spiritual walk if we only listen. Y'all, we got some elderly people in the rest home, y'all, ready to spew their knowledge, ready to tell you some stuff that can help you if we only listen. I'm talking about me too. I love to listen to them old stories. I remember I used to ask my grandma certain things, and I remember one time she showed me her the deed to her house. She showed me, I don't know if it was the deed, but it was what she paid for her house, and it was if I'm not mistaken, it was $15,000. And back then, to them, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money back then. And she told me, y'all, how she went to the bank and how she was all dressed up in honey. And when she was telling me, she was so proud. She told me she wore some long gloves. She wore long gloves, and she said the bank officer thought that she was a teacher. And in the beginning, she thought she was a teacher when they first began to speak. But when she talked about her house and how proud she was to be able to purchase a house, you know, it made me smile, because when elderly people, when they are telling us about things that they experience, you can feel it. You can feel it about how much food used to cost and how much they had to pay, how much stuff was. Lord, if they were living today, they probably be having a fit to see that a pack of turkey wings about $10-12 for 3 in the pack. Boy, we used to get a box. I remember this. I used to get, my mom used to go to this place here in North Carolina called Tom's Insco's, and the food was it was a meat market, and they would sell turkey wings in a box. You can get a box. I remember they was $3.99. Then they went up to $5.99. Then I remember they went up to $7.99. And my mama, she said, "Woo, this is high." And then I remember my grandma, how she used to talk about gas. Gas was $1.50. I'll never forget it. And grandma, I'll never forget her saying that. She said, after a while, they're going to want $1.75. And you know, Boy, if they were living today, if they was living today, they'd probably be having a fit. But y'all, I just like to talk about the elder. I love the elderly community because they are sincere. A lot of them are sincere, and y'all, they in the rest home. Y'all go see them. You ain't got to have a loved one to go there. You can go and get something set up at the front office where you can go and visit and just take a little something, to brighten their day, because it's many of them that's there and they don't get visits. They don't nobody come and see them, and they got family. They got family that don't even go and check on them. If you got a loved one in the rest home, go see about them. And even if you ain't got nobody there, still go and see about them. And the orphanages. I went to the orphanage one time. I think one time. And y'all, I'll never forget that. I remember this little girl. I remember her telling me, she said, I want to go home. She told me, she said she wanted to go home. I want to go home to my mama. She was probably about 7 or 8. I love children. I love children. They precious in the sight of God, and it make me mad when I see people abuse their children and neglect them and stuff like that. And so you want to help. You want to help all, especially when they ain't being treated right. You want to help out. I know I do. And so sometimes you can't physically help, but like I said, y'all, we can pray. We can pray and believe God to turn some things around for our children. Because see, we know that the enemy, they want to get them while they're young. They want to put stuff in them when they little and destroy their lives as they get older. Our little girls, they dressing. Y'all, we got to be careful how we dress our babies, because people be looking at them. Men be looking at these little girls with these what do you call them pants, them tights. I don't know. I call them tights. And then their little butts be showing. Yeah, and Pampers. You put that stuff on with a baby with Pampers, and we don't see nothing wrong with it. But let me tell you something. Somebody watching. Somebody looking. Even in the daycares, you got people that and women messing with little kids, and women, and y'all trust your kids to go off with anybody. Yeah, you got, like I said earlier, we got this Halloween thing going on. We got this Halloween thing going on. Y'all Christians, y'all sending y'all babies off trick or treat. It's a trick. You get a treat, then you get tricked. Just what it say. Go look up Halloween. Go look this stuff up. Go look this stuff up and see what you're putting in your babies. The fear, the anxiety. We wonder why they don't start urinating in the bed. They fear for going. They got to get in your bed because they say something in my room. Something talking to me. Yeah. Children hearing voices. Them demons. And we give a license. We give them license to go and just do what they want to do. Yeah, they going trick or treating tonight. You don't see nothing wrong with it, but here, Sister Gloria telling you it's something wrong with it. If you just only read up on it, go read up on Halloween. Go read up, because I can tell you this a little bit, but if you read it for yourself, then you'll know how to pray. Lord, you'll be able to say, Lord, forgive me. I didn't know this. But now you know. So don't put your babies out there in karate. We think ain't nothing wrong with karate. I want my daughter, my son to know how to defend themselves. There's something behind that. Oh, yeah, you say, oh, she tried to be so deep. Call me deep, but I know what I'm talking about. If you only go and read up on it, go read up on it. Go read up on karate. All that stuff means something. That stuff means something. Go read up on it. I have read it, and I could tell a little bit. All I know is demonic. Go read up on it. It just come to my mind. As a matter of fact, I just saw somebody coming through here with they child had on that karate suit. You can take your hands become weapons. You be teaching our kids this stuff. That stuff means something. Children learning witchcraft while they young. Right at school. I think I'll be praying that God put some more men and women in our school system that are saved and sanctified. Because y'all, we send them off to school and we expect them back at a certain time and day. We expect our children to come back home. But some kids don't come back home. Y'all better pray over y'all babies before y'all release them. Before y'all release them in the morning, y'all better pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of Jesus. Okay, that's all I got. And I'll be back. I don't know when. I'll probably be back again today. I don't know. I might not. But I just wanted to put that out there. Go read up on Halloween. Go read up on karate. Go read up on that stuff and see what you putting your children in. Go read up on it. Go see what's happening. I'll see y'all in the next video.